The traditional approach to stabilization and to the understanding of fluctuation is basically the idea that the economy is fundamentally stable, meaning that absent of shocks, it would converge to a steady state and it will stay there. And then all the fluctuations are caused by shocks, which are transmitted to the economy. Shocks could be monetary shocks, it could be tax shocks, it could be shocks on oil prices and various types of shocks. And the idea is that what the policymaker should do is to deal with each of those shocks in a different way in order to stabilize the economy. Our view on this subject is a bit different. We believe that the economy is fundamentally unstable. Even absent of shocks, it would go through booms and busts. There are some very strong cyclical forces around like 10 years in the economy. That's the first thing. Then the second is to come up with some theory, general theory that could explain those fluctuations, those cycles. And the theory is basically a mix of complementarities between agents and accumulation. So to put it that in simple words, the idea is that what an agent is doing in the economy is not independent from what the others are doing, and agents tend to all go in the same direction at the same time. If those actions are in a way kind of recorded in assets like buying houses, buying durable goods, investing in capital in firms, then periods in which everyone is investing together is creating basically a lot of investment, and then the capital stock increases, people find themselves with a lot of cars, a lot of houses, and at some point they decide to stop accumulating those assets and goods because they have enough of it. And once one agent starts to stop investing, then the others tend to follow him, and then the economy enters in a kind of like a cumulative period of recessions. And it's really this combination of accumulation and complementarities that creates the cycles. Our research is basically bringing two types of recommendations. The first one is that there is a trade-off between the severity of a recession and its length. Basically, when the economy enters in a recession, let's think of the Spanish recession. So the idea is that Spain has built like a lot of houses, and at some point, for some reasons, too many houses were built. So the economy has to basically to cleanse itself and to kind of liquidate all those houses. So that's a very severe recession. It's possible to limit, the severity of the recession by basically supporting the construction sector. Is that something that we really want to do? Well, it's true that it's gonna limit the severity of the recession, but then it's gonna postpone the recovery, because part of the problem is that there are too many houses that have been constructed. Even though too many houses have been built in Spain, it doesn't mean that construction workers have to be unemployed for years. Maybe there's a way to kind of support slightly the economy in the recession, so that yes, we will have to wait a bit longer for the expansion, but the whole process will be less painful for the economy. Part of the policy that can limit fluctuations are actually structural policies, not responses to shocks. For example, providing better unemployment insurance is a way to make sure that agents do not kind of cut their expenditures too much in recessions, that they don't do too much precautionary savings so that aggregate demand stays high enough. The market economy is not necessarily choosing the right point in the trade-off between the severity and the length of the recession, and maybe there is a way to do better than the market. This will come at some cost. The cost is to lengthen the recession and postpone the expansion, but we show that it actually could be the best way to proceed.